Happy morning, children. Now we are solving practice set 6.2. 6.2. Question number second. Now, in the question number second, Mr. Kartar Singh, age 48 years, works in a private company. His monthly income after deduction of allowances is rupees 42,000. Now, here they have given monthly income. This you should understand now. For solving the sums, for finding the income tax and all, you want gross yearly income, you want annual income, you want, but here they have given monthly salary they have given. So now you have to remember what I had taught. 1 month 42,000. So in 12 months what will be his total salary for full 1 year? That is his total yearly income we have to calculate. This point has to be understood. And then they have given, and every month he contributes rupees 3,000 to GPF, that is General Provident Fund. Per month he is giving 3,000. So in 12 months what he will give? 12 into 3, that is 36,000 he is going to give. That you should remember. And he has also bought rupees 15,000 worth of National Savings Certificate. So National Savings Certificate he has bought for rupees 15,000. For rupees 15,000. This also we have to add. So these are his savings, and he is doing it personally for himself. These two, GPF and National Savings Certificate. So these are his savings, and this savings has to be deducted. Okay, and then and very nice, and he donated rupees 12,000 to the PM's relief fund. So this surely is going to be deducted. Okay, compute his income tax. So here I have written it till here. See, total practice at 6.2, monthly income 42,000. Total yearly income 42,000 into 12, 5,04,000. Okay, and then here total deduction GPF 3,000 into 12, that is 36,000, and National Savings Certificate 15,000. So this two has to be added. These are his deduction, 51,000. Now you will say, why did not I add PM's relief fund? See, here this is doing it personally for himself. Suppose this addition comes to more than 1,50,000, that is the maximum permissible limit. Like you cannot go beyond that. If you are going beyond that also, no problem, but only 1,50,000, that much amount only can be deducted. This we have studied earlier also. See here they have said it according to, see here, see, according to tax rule section 80C permits a maximum deduction of rupees 1,50,000 only. So here we got only 51,000. So no problem. Okay. So here this total deduction, and then PM's relief fund 12,000. This is done for charity, as I told you. So 100% this will be deducted. So this has to be written separately. Now because this is less than 1,50,000, then what did I do? Total deduction. Then I have added this 51,000 plus rupees 12,000. That gives 63,000. Okay. So this I have written here. This two addition we have to do, and we got 63,000. That is total deduction. Now taxable income. Now total taxable income will be what? 5,04,000 minus 63. This will be deducted. 63,000. This will be deducted. So the taxable income comes to 4,41,000. Now 4,41,000. And what is his age? Age we have seen. So according to his age, we are going to follow table 1. Age is 48 years. So according to table 1, what it tells you? See here. It is less than 5 lakhs. It comes to 4,41,000. So it will come in this slab. 2,50,001 to 5 lakh. So what is the formula to find the income tax? On taxable 5%. on taxable income minus 2,50,000. So we have to subtract, as I told you. Why? Because people who are earning 2,50,000, they don't have to pay. And suddenly, if your annual income comes to your taxable income comes to 4,41,000, then you have to pay tax. So that minus 2,50,000 we have to do. Okay, taxable income minus 2,50,000, 5% of it. So now we will. This is like a formula that you should remember. So the taxable income 4,41,000. So according to table 1, the age factor, if we see, we saw 5%. 5%, it is 5 upon 100. 5% of taxable income minus 2,50,000 according to table 1. So this is like a formula. Income tax is equal to. Okay. And then taxable income you saw is 4,41,000 minus 2,50,000 into 5 by 100. Now you do the calculation and check for yourself. You will get the answer 9,550. And then you have to pay 2% education cess. Cess, I told you, tax on tax. So 2% of this income tax. That gives you answer 191. And secondary and higher secondary education cess is 1%. So 1 by 100. So you're getting 95. See, 9,550 divided by 100 will be after decimal point. There should be 2 digit. So you will get 95.50. And then total income tax, that was only income tax. Now total income tax will be 9,550, which we calculated. Then education cess should be added, secondary and higher secondary should be added. That will give you total income tax. And this is very important to write the final conclusion. In board exam 10th standard, I saw 1 mark is given for final conclusion because it's a 4-mark question. Therefore Mr. Kartar Singh will have to pay rupees 9,836.50 as income tax.